Well, hello there again. So this time this will be an anime review about the series Gifuu Doudou Kanetsugu to Keiji. And I know that I just watched episodes 2 and 3 because like I say in one of my videos, and I also write that on my channel. Last week I was at my hometown, so I was unable to make a review about episode 2. So in that way I will make kinda a dual episode review on this video. The episode of last week was basically the resolution of that wedding stuff that happened in the first episode. And it's called, the name of the episode is called Kanetsugu's rightness. So, and basically we end up having again that initial scene where we see Maeda Kenji and Naoe Kanetsugu kind of drinking sake at the mansion of the guy that appeared on the first episode, and I think that all the series probably will have the same introduction. Basically, it's Kanetsugu and Keiji talking or telling us, the viewers, their story together, how they met, when they drink the first sake, and that was shown on episode of last week, and the first time they kinda began kinda in a way developing their own friendship, and it was right after this wedding incident because there was someone that was kinda using the name of Maeda Kenji basically to have the money of the negotiation between the two wives, and basically that was also the reason why Kanetsugu was called to Kyoto to be a judge from one of the sons of one of the Uesugi vassals. And basically the situation ends up after they discovering the ploy, and they kind of start developing their own friendship from that day. And this happened in 1588. Then episode 3 already happens a couple of months later in 1589, and basically Uesugi Kagekatsu, the lord of Ishigu and the one that Kanetsugu served, was kind of called to Kyoto by Toyotomi Hideyoshi and Maeda Toshi, the uncle of Maeda Keiji, that became the ruler of the family instead of Keiji by orders of Oda Nobunaga. And this is a little info on history for you all. And because Keiji was supposed to be the heir of the family, but by decision of Nobunaga, his uncle kind of became the successor in the leadership of the family. So Keiji kind of became a wanderer, Ronin samurai. Um, and in this third episode, we see Kagekatsu was called to Kyoto and is confronted by Toshi and Hideyoshi, and both are kinda entrapping him into attacking the island of Sado, that is a small island on north of Japan, or on the northern part of the main island of Japan. And basically the island is ruled by a family called the Onma family, that at this time they were kinda in a civil war. And basically Hideyoshi and Toshi kinda forced Kagekatsu to invade and conquer Sato, but apparently their objective is to, when the Uesugi forces are on the outside conquering that island. They intend to strike at Ishigo, that is the home base power of the Uesugi family, and intend to conquer that. And apparently they kind of make a backstabbing alliance with, I guess, some faction of the Onma clan that is in Sado, and they kind of also use the Ashina. It's another family that is from the province of Aizu, and basically Kanetsugu kind of understands this, and Keiji I also understands this. By the way, the episode of episode 3 is Keiji's rightness. So, and basically the episode is Keiji arriving at this conclusion that this is a trap, and Kanetsugu also know that this is a trap. Nonetheless, they were forced to go to Sado because the Uesugi family at this time they were kind of allies of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the man that was the second unifier of Japan, and by this time he already have all Japan under his control, or almost all of Japan under his control. And then we and they are doing it very interesting in terms of history, and they are kind of telling us the story of the late part of the Sengoku Jidai period, and I'm quite enjoying it. And also, and this episode ends after a confrontation between Keiji and Kanetsugu, and basically Keiji, at the end of the episode, kind of decides to help out the Uesugi and the Kanetsugu on the conquering of the island of Sado. So this was a very these were two very interesting episodes. We have story progression, and also a very good background of historical information, and I'm quite fond of it. And we learn more about the personalities of Maeda Keiji and Naoe Kanetsugu, and they were quite interesting. We also learn a little more about the personality of Uesugi Kagekatsu, and he's quite hesitant in some aspects, and probably they did represent this character well, because the the Uesugi family, after the rule of Kagekatsu, basically lose all the power. But I think they will address this later on the series, and I'm looking forward to it. So, nonetheless, those two episodes basically were the last week episode was the resolution of the situation with that marriage, with that vassal of the Uesugi, and the beginning of the friendship between Keiji and Kanetsugu in a more personal way. And episode 3 basically is the deepening of that friendship, and Keiji basically joining forces with Kanetsugu on the conquering of the island of Sado. So this was very interesting, was very well done. I liked a lot of these two episodes, and I continue to have a good feeling about this historical series, and it's very good. I personally like a lot of historical series are based on historical facts, and they are doing a splendid job, in my opinion, in showing us the story of Naoe Kanetsugu and Maeda Keiji. So this is my small review, and also some thoughts on the two episodes, the episode 2 that came out last week and episode 3 that came out today. So, hope you enjoy, stay well, peace, and like always, if you have your own ideas, comments, thoughts, please post them on the comments below. episode. Stay well. Peace. See you soon.